Today we're going to make a really simple and easy country 4th of July fruitcake that I know you'll enjoy. Up next on Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about the ingredients that we're going to need to make our delicious 4th of July fruitcake. First of all, you're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour that has been sifted. You're going to need 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. This is going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter that has been softened. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of real lemon juice. You're going to need a little bit of salt. You're going to need 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. You're going to need 1 egg, orange and lemon zest, very important. And for our fruit that we're going to use for this fruit cake, we're using some blueberries. This is in the little 6-ounce container. And also some raspberries. We're going to have that red, white, and blue in our fruit cake. It's going to be really awesome. You're also going to need a cast iron skillet because we're going to be making this in a cast iron skillet. So when we come back, we're going to get baking, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. So we're going to put all our dry ingredients into this medium-sized bowl here. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my flour. And remember that this is 1 cup of flour. I'm going to put it through the strainer here, and I'm going to make sure that it's sifted because I don't want any lumps in my flour. So I'm just going to sift this really quickly. I'm going to get my baking powder. We're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Going to get a whisk, and I'm just going to kind of whisk that together, blend that. And I'm also, before I forget, my salt. I need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Also goes in this mixture. Okay. So let me whisk it again. Make sure everything's incorporated with each other. All right, looks good. Now, I'm going to put this aside. That's my dry ingredients. And I have in here right now my 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter. And I'm going to get my 3/4 cup of sugar. This is my granulated sugar. I'm placing it in there. I want to cream the butter and the sugar together. Next I want to do is I want to get lemon and orange zest, and I'm just using approximately the zest of 1 orange and the zest of 1 lemon. And now my lemon. Lemon and orange smell so good together. Okay, now I'm going to break 1 large egg into my sugar and butter mixture. Put that back on, blend that together. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to add my dry ingredients, but I'm also going to add my 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to be alternating the whipping cream mixed with the dry ingredients. So you want to do a little bit of dry, a little bit of heavy cream. We're also going to add that lemon juice, which is super important for this. And you're going to need your vanilla. So we're going to be adding that, and of course our lemon zest. So let's start with a little bit of the dry ingredients. And I'm going to do a little bit of the heavy cream. Add a little bit more of the dry. Add a little bit more of the heavy cream. Going to add now my 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And my 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add a little bit more of, actually the rest of it, of the dry ingredients. And the rest of the heavy whipping cream. And then I'm also going to add the lemon and the orange zest. Smells so good. Stir that, mix that up. Okay, looks good. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're going to fold in our blueberries and our raspberries. So I'm gonna open up my raspberries here. I'm gonna add it, and my blueberries. And I'm going to fold all those berries into the cake batter. Now you want to be careful when you're folding. You don't want to really crush those berries. All right, and in my skillet here, I got some room temperature butter, and I'm just buttering and I'm gonna flour the cast iron skillet. You want to make sure you get the sides. And the bottom, of course. I'm going to add a little flour. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now I'm going to add the cake mixture. I'm going to spread that the bottom all around. You can kind of see what it looks like right here. And then we're going to put it in a 375-degree oven and bake it for approximately 30 minutes. And when it comes out, we're gonna work on our whipping cream and our topping for it, so stay tuned. Okay, so next we're gonna be making our whipped cream, our topping for our fruitcake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 1 cup of heavy whipping cream here. I'm gonna add it to this bowl. I'm gonna get 2 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of orange extract. Okay, so I'm going to get my handheld mixer here. I'm going to put it on high, whipping cream. And you want to do this until you get stiff peaks. Okay, so this looks really good. Let me show you. So this is exactly how you want. See how that is stiff? Make stiff peaks like that. Perfect. And this is the topping that we're going to be using. Now I have some red, white, and blue sprinkles on here. I didn't have blue sprinkles, so I had some white sprinkles, so I just added a little food coloring to it to make the blue. And we're going to be sprinkling that on top of the whipped cream once the cake is totally done. So right now, the cake has approximately another 5 to 10 minutes to go, and once it's done, we need to let it cool, and then we're going to put it all together, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's been approximately 30 minutes, so I'm gonna go and check on my cake, and then we're gonna take it out of the oven and let it set. So let's see if it's done. Okay, so there it is. Here's my cake in my cast iron skillet that was baking for exactly 30 minutes. So we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to take it out of the pan and give it a good taste test, so stay tuned. All right, so we're back, and our cake is cooled, and it comes out of this cast iron skillet really easily. You have to let it cool though first. And then what I did, I just cut them up into little sections here and put it on my cake stand. I sprinkled it with a little powdered sugar, like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a piece here, and I'm going to add it to my plate. And I have my whipped cream that has that orange extract in it. And I'm gonna put a little dollop of whipped cream on it, get my sprinkles, and just sprinkle a little red, a little white, and then that blue. Red, white, and blue. Looks awesome. Look at that. And now for my taste test. Oh wow. A simple country style 4th of July fruitcake. You can't go wrong. It's awesome. I hope you give it a try. Thank you for joining us for Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas today. Until next time, bye-bye.